It's the next day after the last video, and what do you know? Sawdust Mountain has a fresh new coat of snow again. Except today it's deeper. Yesterday was only 1/4 inch, today it's 3/4. We're going to continue yesterday's theme of cleaning up around the sawmill. Today we're finally going to tackle that big sugar pine log that I've been procrastinating for over a year, if the weather doesn't start doing something too crazy. That log poses a few potential problems. Actually, really only one problem, and that is it's big. At least big for this mill. The space between the posts is 34.5 inches. The space between rollers is 26.5 inches. The diameter of this log is 32 inches. For those of you who say I should get a sawmill shed, whatever do you mean? About an hour later, looks like maybe the weather's finally done with that foolishness. Woodmizer says that mill will mill up to a 28-inch log. Well, this one's 32. As Tim Taylor from Tool Time said, don't bother with the manual because that's just the manufacturer's opinion. What could possibly go wrong? Let's start up the tractor, put this on the mill, and see if we can find out why Woodmizer says we can only do a 28-inch log. What could possibly go wrong here? Little fun fact about sugar pines. Sugar pine is the world's biggest pine. Some people think it's ponderosa, but sugar pines get bigger. The tallest one is in the next county over. It's over 200 feet tall. The largest diameter one is over 11.5 feet in diameter. This one's just a baby. We'll start out by cutting off these dirty rough ends, cut those flush, and then I don't know. Now to see if the posts are going to clear it on both sides. The problem is it's too high for the blade. In order to do that, I'm going to have to remove the blade. No problem there. Got my toe board under here. Don't ask me how I did that. This would have been a good time to take Dave's advice and put a jack under here, but instead I did it the hard way with a peavey. Since it's too big to put the clamp on it, put some chalk blocks under it. Now to find out what could possibly go wrong. There's some of the blue sapwood. The first problem I see is the next cut. This guide's going to come close to hitting the log. We'll cut a little notch out of here to make room for it. Now we're getting close on this side. I'll probably have to cut some of this off. On this side, we're okay. Out here, we're getting close back here. It's gonna have to cut more there too. This is what we have going on. The other pieces I cut off, I'll just cut into 1x. I will do the next one 2 inches. I'll make a 2-inch slab. That will get me down to where I want to be before I turn it. We took some weight off of it, but it's probably not enough to move with the peavey, but we'll give it a try. Whoa. Gouging into the wood. I didn't think I'd be able to move that. It almost feels like I'm going to break the peavey. This would be a great time for that one company that sells peaveys to sponsor this so I could show them how good their peaveys are. I can even get the log clamp on now. I thought I'd have to get the tractor to turn this, but it looks like it's partly turned. I was going to do 180 degrees. Instead, I think I'm going to cut some off of this side first. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but at least it will take some weight off of it before I turn it more. The next problem is we have drops of water falling out of the sky. Until this blows over, I'm going to go inside, and do some thinking to try to figure out why it is you guys keep telling me I need a sawmill shed. Okay, now we're back, and now it's sunny. It's actually getting a little hot here in the sun. I would take my coat off, but Grizz told me in the comments I shouldn't do that. Then it'll just start raining or snowing again. Well, I'll deal with it for now. It'll probably cool off again in about 5 minutes. You probably missed the part where I turned this the rest of the way. I think my camera guy's been hanging out with my sound guy. I put a block under here to keep it from slamming down on the mill too hard. I thought I was going to have to turn the log with the tractor. It would be maybe easier that way, but this way I don't have to worry about banging my mill around with that clumsy old tractor and operator. All this time you guys didn't tell me my door flap was flapping. Here's what this side looks like. I'm going to cut a 2-inch slab out of that one. It'll make a nice shelf. One side flat, the other side live edge. Here's the next layer. I think I'll do the same with this one. Make another 2-inch slab. It could be a semi-matching shelf, or they could be book matched together to make a wide table. My camera batteries are saying it's about time to quit for the day. That rain over there, it looks like it's coming this way, is suggesting the same thing. Woodmizer says the LT15 can only do a 26-inch log. I think we did all right with this 32. But in order to do that, we had to do some hacking on it with a chainsaw. So their manual's opinion is probably a correct opinion, unless you modify it like we did. It also helped that it was only 26-inch on the top end, and we only had to do some hacking on this side. And it really didn't take much, just taking out those 2 corners. Here comes the rain. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.